Hello, Barmy Badger Army.
Hey, Badger Army!
Welcome to the Badger and Bank Robber Show. I mean, wait, Nick. Oh, sorry, Nick. Right, today we're going to talk about something interesting, and that includes what, Nick? You tell us.
Right, we just agreed on this like 2 minutes ago. What was it again?
Casey Price, me dear, hungriness. Once again.
We'll also talk about TikTok and a few other things as well.
And, of course, Kobe Bryant and, of course, Nicholas Parsons. Was it Nicholas Parsons?
It was.
Indeed, yes. So, let's start off, Nick. So we're going to talk about TikTok's revival of one of your favourite songs, aren't we?
It's not strictly one of my favourite songs, but I mean, it's a good song. I mean, P. Diddy ruined it in one of his songs once.
Why would you do that?
Keep on moving. Yeah, that was actually how I first heard the song, and then I heard the original and realised how differently it was sung and how it sounded all the better for it.
Well, I was going to say, like, obviously this is from the 70s, Nick, if I'm correct, no?
I think it was the early 80s.
Okay, 70s, early 80s. Do you know now, in fashion, 70s and 90s get mugged in together? I don't really understand why, but that's something we need to talk about.
They look completely different.
I know. I saw a
in the 90s, we all thought the 70s was really uncool.
We did, actually. And this is why, when everyone used to play 70s music in the 90s, I hated it.
And everyone booed. Like, this is old people music.
Exactly, yeah.
Worst thing is, I sometimes wonder if that's what people think when they hear, if that's what today's generation think when they hear songs from the 90s.
Oh, they definitely do, because when I play stuff now, everyone goes, not that again. I said it was hair metal. Anyway, we're going completely off the subject.
Yes, because this song, Break My Stride, nobody's gonna break my stride, nobody's gonna hold me down.
Oh no.
I got to keep on moving. Has recently been revived in TikTok.
That's right. And of course you can follow the Badger Show on TikTok if you wanted to.
And for those of you wondering what the hell TikTok is, what the hell is TikTok?
Well, TikTok is a version of Musical.ly, I believe. Don't quote me, I might be wrong. But they used to be called Musical.ly, and now they've changed it to be more modern and upbeat. And you generally get about 16 seconds worth of amusement where you can put yourself in a variety of situations. You can add music and you can add words and of course add lots of different things. Now I would say that although the minutes and things like that are shorter, you're able to edit the videos more and that makes them more amusing. So and you can of course post them to YouTube afterwards, which is pretty cool. So you're then able to use TikTok and YouTube in tandem. And I'm looking at you, Bunny, enjoyed your video on TikTok the other day. So the idea is that there's lots of different things that you can do with them and edit them and then change them and then post them back up, which I think is fantastic. Similar to what you can do with YouTube and Twitch and YouTube, if that makes sense. So there's lots of stuff in there. And yes, I recommend doing it. It's quite fun. I did a lot of TikTok videos over Christmas that you might want to watch. But they're really fun, and of course Noobcrafter did a really fun video for us as well. So yeah, TikTok is all about being able to take something that's pre-existing, change it to your own, and have fun with it. And this is why I guess that this gentleman is able to now revive his career, which is insane. Don't you think, Nick?
Oh, good for him, I say. It's like when films get it's when songs randomly get used in films and TV shows and yeah, or they're featured in something that goes viral.
Exactly, most definitely. It's like, it's like a random thing would be like Mr. Sandman. I mean, how many times do you hear that in horror films now? Even now? Enough. And of course, there's like Candyman songs and things like that. There's lots of different things, and even the original Resident Evil, which featured, I think it was Moonlit or Midnight Sonata, one of those. But that was a famous piece of a piano piece, and it connected in with a puzzle. So that works in really well, doesn't it?
So yes, it might seem like another social media site to have to update regularly, but it seems to be working for some people. Which
exactly,
is good to
see. And to be honest, the TikTok on my end's not doing too bad, though it is not my main focus. Obviously, YouTube is. So, but I'm giving it a bit of a go. Right now, next on the news, Katie Price in the news again for random rubbish reasons, Nick.
We were just scrolling through one of the news
Scrolling
pages,
through.
and there's like 3 headlines relating to Katie Price.
Headlines is probably a very, very strong word, Nick.
Yes, but still, they are links to articles, and one of them was about her having a go at a princess.
Yeah, I don't really understand what that was about.
Copying her look.
Calling
Another
her a
one-
COW, not very appropriate for a former glamour model.
Another one was about her being, was about how she's bored of being single.
Oh no! Well, you know, maybe you shouldn't have had the 20 failed marriages then. I'm looking at you, Jordan. I mean, Katie Price. You know, I'm a man of the 90s. You can't shake that image. Oh dear. Scary stuff. That's a preloaded question there. But anyway, Nick's asleep. But yes, I must admit, I do have a soft spot for Jordan, aka Katie.
Really?
Well, I'm a 90s man. But, of course, that doesn't mean I approve of all this media-hungry fame rubbish. You know, honestly, you know, do what, what's her name? What's the other girl that was the it girl in the 90s? It will come to me. But yes, like lots of the
Carol
other,
Palmer Tomkinson?
probably, and lots of other it girls that used to
Lord rest
do.
her soul?
Yes, indeed, Lord rest her soul, and lots of other glamour model / businesswomen. You know, they've turned their lives around. They've done epic things. They've not become famous for being famous. They've then changed their careers, and then they've done other things like become a spokeswoman for nutrition. They've become spokespeople for bodybuilding. You know, they've done lots of things. Who was the lady that used to be a glamour model that then turned into a bodybuilder?
Jodie Marsh.
Jodie Marsh, and
Brentwood's own Jodie Marsh.
that's who I meant to talk about, Jodie Marsh. Jodie Marsh has done a lot with herself now. She's gone from a lady that went and just wore a belt in a club, an inappropriate belt I might have,
And not much else?
not much else. She just wore a couple of belts in a club and went dancing. She's gone from that to then being a famous bodybuilder. So Jordan, aka Katie Price, I'm looking at you. If you want to expand your career and do other things, do it. Don't just be media hungry for the sake of being media hungry.
And don't just sell quick fix solutions for health.
I know,
You
because
know,
the last time we
Things
reported
like-
on this,
Yeah, things like boom, like flat tummy tea, which no one in their right mind should actually be
because
promoting.
it tastes like arse.
And also, you can't get a flat tummy just by drinking tea.
And
Even
yeah,
if you starve yourself, it's not going to happen.
and you shouldn't do that either, should you?
Exactly.
Exactly. Bad for you. Eat properly, have lots of veg. If you want my stone cold badger advice, you know what you need to do to get fit? And I'm not going to say something stupid here, Nick, just in case you're worried.
Okay, we're listening.
Eat properly. Eat lots of veg. You know, eat a varied diet. Have natural fats. And look after yourself and allow yourself the occasional treat. Don't go overboard with everything. Meat, veg, and a little bit of an afters, you know.
And fruit.
And fruit, exactly. Or if you don't want to eat meat, obviously find a nice vegetarian / vegan alternative. But then look after yourself. Look at the fats and the things that are in there, and just sensible eating, not drivel about tea and stuff like that. Carry on, Nick.
I'm
sorry.
glad we put a positive spin on this.
Exactly. So
Right.
basically, don't, you know, waste your time doing these things. You know, Katie Price, if you want to reinvent your career, find a new TV show, finance it for yourself, be a producer of
Do something for others.
Yeah, be a producer of a TV show that's going to get you more people on there. Make a new TV show. Do something. You know, even do a talk show with Peter Andre, can you imagine?
Don't give her those kinds of ideas.
Can you imagine? Reunite with Pete.
We
I'm sure
don't
he's a
want
lovely...
to.
He's a lovely man.
I'm sure he is, but yeah, those two together, nah.
Was
I'm
it-
just scrolling through the results of the National Television Awards.
Oh, yes.
Apparently, Philip Schofield and Ruth Langsford were arguing all night.
Ooh,
Not that I
drama
necessarily
alert.
believe that.
Oh, dear, yes.
Anton Deck won Best Presenters again. Michael
Oh.
Palin got a special recognition award.
And that
which-
moves on to our next topic.
Does it?
Yes, Michael Palin. And the other guy
Of-
who recently died.
I think you're confusing with someone else. Michael Palin was one of the other people in Monty Python. Which we
That's
spoke
correct.
about last
This is
week.
correct. This is what we were talking about last week. No, we need to talk about our next bit on the topic, Nick, about Kobe Bryant and the other guy.
Yes. How sad was it when we heard that Kobe Bryant
Yes.
had and his daughter, and I think it was about 6 or 7 other people died in a helicopter crash.
Yes, exactly, because
on
not only was it
Sunday.
their family, but it was their staff and things like that. And apparently, you know, it's really sad and upsetting. I really don't like the fact that he died. But you know what, obviously I don't know that much about basketball, so I don't know. But what upset me was that his wife and kid died at the same time. And apparently she was an aspiring basketball
I don't think his
player
wife,
as well.
I don't think his wife died, but his daughter did die.
I'm not too sure. I really did hear that the wife died as
Yeah.
well, but I might be wrong. But yes,
Yeah,
apparently
it's-
several other people died. And of course, people aren't talking about the pilot dying. And, you know, did the pilot
Yeah,
have
that's-
family and
that's
things
they
like
should-
that? That's
they should
upsetting
acknowledge
as
that
well.
There's been a few reports about other people who passed away as well, and well.
Because
you
not
know,
being
it's
funny, I
sad
don't
for
know
them.
where it crashed. Did it crash in a populated area? Things like that. You know, something bad might have
I
happened
don't think
to
it was
those
a
sort of
populated area, but but yeah, I don't know exactly what happened there. But there are reports there's more reports surfacing about that at the moment.
Okay, so that's upsetting as well, isn't it? So, you know, all things like this are really upsetting, isn't it? And obviously we've had a death here as well, haven't we?
It was announced yesterday that Nicholas Parsons, famous TV presenter, had passed away at the age of 96.
See, that's
What
good
a
goings.
good innings that is.
That is good goings.
I would
I
say-
mean, I'm not personal much on the show, but my auntie died recently and she was 91, so it's not bad, is it?
Nicholas Parsons is best known for presenting Just a Minute on Radio 4. No one says the words "Just a Minute" like he did.
Okay,
And
that's true.
He was, and I mean, he was a well-known TV personality for many years. So, and I think he was probably kind of like largely working, you know, up until when he passed away.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he? I've always used to see him on daytime TV, even a couple of years ago. He's like
Yeah,
constantly
he
on
was
there.
like a president and a spokesman for a lot of organisations as well.
Yes, that's right.
So
Didn't
yeah.
he do lots of like Channel 4 quiz shows as well? Or am I going
Did,
mad?
Yeah, he definitely. I remember he was on Countdown a few times.
Yes, I was going to mention
And
Countdown, but I
think
wasn't
he's been
100%
on-
sure which one.
I think he's been a few others. He was a regular like, guest on lots of shows. Largely because he had lots of good stories to tell.
Well, this is it, you know. Obviously, if you're in show business that long, you're going to have about, you know, hundreds and hundreds of stories to tell, isn't it?
Yeah, something we can all aspire to there. Have
That's right.
stories.
Exactly.
Have stories to tell.
Exactly, and I've got tons, which I'll tell you one day.
We know.
Yes, that's right.
This
And
is why he will never run out of ideas for videos.
This
for
is right.
What viewers?
what's that? Watch Comedy News. Oh yeah, they say.
I mean, you can. You can. Who are we to stop you?
Indeed. Watch the new vlogs. Oh dear. But yes, it's always good. But yes. So what else did you want to talk about, Nick?
What else? What else can we talk about?
We can talk about the fact that Brock Lesnar dominated the Rumble for most of the match.
Over to you.
And of course, Brock Lesnar dominated the Royal Rumble for most of this year's 2020 Royal Rumble, facing off against, of course, the likes of MVP, of course, the likes of the legendary Rey Mysterio, of course, and many others, Edge included. So Edge returned at the Royal Rumble, which is insane.
Isn't Edge like 60 or something?
Not quite, but you know, he's probably getting there. He recently starred in.
it in the early noughties.
But he's recently starred in the TV show Vikings.
All right.
Obviously, with his bad neck, they were
Suits his look perfectly.
most definitely they
I
were
don't
very
mean this
nervous about it.
rudely, in case Edge is watching and is coming to get me.
Oh dear, Nick's got a soft spot for Edge, you know. But yes, obviously, there is one of these things where he looked on prime condition, like a big piece of beef.
Oh, good for him.
So it's very good the fact that he's in very good condition and was able to battle his very, very, very large amount of neck surgeries. I mean, I love Edge, don't get me wrong, but there was, of course, if you cast your mind back, he was very naughty with Lita and split Matt Hardy and Lita up in real life. So he's not perfect, you know. The Badger remembers all these different things that happened in the wrestling industry.
And,
So-
joking aside about his age, if he's able to get up there on stage and still perform, then good for him.
Exactly, and great for him. And it's been recognised as one of the biggest pops in wrestling history. So can you imagine that? Even bigger than like Undertaker returns, which happens every few months now, and it's not
Yeah.
really a return. He's just coming back to have a fight. It's not really a return if you come back once and then go, and then come back once and then go, and then come back once and then go. That's not really a return, is it? That's just really, really bad scheduling. I'm looking at you, Vince. But yes, this is just one of these things. It's like, you know, it's fantastic. It was great. The Royal Rumble, I saw in lots of clips of it, not illegally on YouTube, but I watched it properly on pay-per-view, of course. But yeah, so one of these things is where it was really good, and I saw most of it, and I think it was fantastic. Edge's return is legendary. Obviously, there's been loads of really good returns with Matt and Jeff Hardy and things like that, the Rumbles, but this probably go down with one of the biggest in history. I can't wait to see what happens next.
And that is saying something.
Indeed.
Right.
Well, thank you very much for watching. This week has been a bit ad hoc, but I'm glad you guys enjoyed it if you fancied. And don't forget to, of course, like, share and subscribe. And, of course, I'm hoping to make this a premiere on Friday night, as I'll be streaming Thursday night, but I don't know why I'm mentioning that, because this is going out Friday. But anyway, don't forget to check the streams. Don't forget to, of course, watch Comedy News. Don't forget to check Nick's travel vlogs.
Another one coming soon.
Another one coming soon. And don't forget to say bye from me.
And bye from him. And me.
And you.
And the trees.
And the trees. This isn't real. It's just a piece of paper. But anyway, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. We're rambling on as usual. And, of course, don't forget to, of course, take part in the premiere. If you're watching now, don't forget to chat and tell us all your different thoughts, feelings and ideas on today's topics. Bye for now, Barmy Badger Army. Bye.
Bye.
Ta-ra.
Press the button.
No.